Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting and controversial topic. President Trump has made a major announcement that he will cancel all of Biden's executive orders that were signed with an Autopen. But what is this Autopen, and why has it become such a big issue? Let's understand this in detail. First, let's understand what this Autopen thing is. An Autopen is an electronic device that automatically reproduces the president's signature. It's a machine that copies the president's actual handwritten signature and signs documents without the president being physically present. This technology has been in use for a while, and previous presidents have also used it for routine documents. But the Biden administration used it for executive orders, which are government policies and directives. This technology is useful when the president is traveling or, due to a busy schedule, cannot personally sign every document. But now it has become a political controversy. President Trump made this major announcement on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, and he said that the Biden administration misused the Autopen and signed their executive orders in this manner. Trump says this practice raises constitutional concerns, and his argument is that important government directives like executive orders should be physically signed by the president and not by a machine, Trump stated. All executive orders that were signed with an Autopen are hereby terminated, meaning all executive orders signed with an Autopen are now invalid. This is an unprecedented move because this is the first time a president has canceled a previous administration's orders on this basis. Now let's talk about the legal perspective. Whether the use of Autopen for executive orders is legal or not is a complicated question. Technically, the use of Autopen has been used by presidents for quite some time, from the Kennedy administration to recent times, and this technology has been considered acceptable for routine documents. But executive orders are not routine documents. These are powerful directives that guide federal agencies and sometimes implement controversial policies. Constitutional experts say that executive orders should reflect the president's actual intent and authorization. If the president has authorized the use of Autopen, then technically it is legal, but it can be ethically questionable for important policy decisions. The Trump administration's argument is that in the context of questions about Biden's health and capacity, the excessive use of Autopen is concerning, and they are suggesting that perhaps Biden was not personally involved in these decisions. The Biden administration issued quite a few executive orders during their tenure, and how many of them were signed with an Autopen is not publicly clear in exact numbers. During the last months of Biden's presidency, there was considerable discussion about his health and cognitive abilities, and there were concerns within Democrats about his capability, which is why he eventually stepped back from the 2024 election. In this context, the use of Autopen becomes even more controversial. Critics say that if the president cannot physically sign, then they should not be issuing executive orders at all. The Biden administration never officially acknowledged how many orders they signed with Autopen, and this lack of transparency is also an issue. White House officials' defense was that the use of Autopen is completely legal and previous presidents also used it, but questions remain about the scale and nature of the orders. Now, the question is which specific executive orders will be affected by this decision, and the Trump administration has not yet released a complete list. Reports suggest that several important directives from Biden's last few months were signed with Autopen, which may include climate policies, immigration measures, and regulatory changes. These orders were already in the implementation phase, and federal agencies were following them. Now, if these orders get terminated, then what impact will it have on existing programs and policies remains to be seen. Legal experts say that proving whether a specific order was signed with Autopen can be challenging because an Autopen signature looks just like a real signature, and due to this uncertainty, federal agencies are in confusion. They need clear guidance on which directives are now valid and which are not. The political implications of this move are very significant because this is a clear signal from the Trump administration that they want to systematically dismantle Biden's legacy. Democrats are calling this decision politically motivated, and they say that Trump is using legal technicalities to undo Biden's policies. Republicans are supporting this move, and their argument is that this is about constitutional propriety and presidential accountability. This controversy also raises a broader debate about presidential power and accountability, and how appropriate is the use of technology for important government functions in the digital age. Before the midterm elections, this issue could become a topic of discussion among voters. Trump supporters will see this as a bold leadership move, while critics will call it overreach. Looking ahead at what impact this decision might have. First, it will set a precedent for future administrations, and perhaps the use of Autopen on executive orders will be officially banned. Second, it could disrupt the functioning of federal agencies in the short term, and there will be uncertainty in policies that were being implemented. Third, there are chances of court challenges, and affected parties who are benefiting from Biden's orders could take legal action. In the long term, this could change presidential practices, and future presidents will have to be more careful about the use of technology. So, friends, this was Trump's controversial Autopen decision, which is an unprecedented move that raises legal, political, and constitutional questions. Its actual impact will be seen in the coming weeks and months when details become clear and legal challenges arrive. If you found this video informative, then please like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Definitely share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you, and see you in the next video.